Oh, it's cold in the shop this morning. The fluorescent lights aren't wanting to light up. We got that stripped last night. Have to get some OSPO or some sort of rust converter to hit these rusted metal spots. Obviously, you know, stripping that does do good. You got to neutralize the rust, so we'll get something for that today. And just a little bit of rot on the edge of the hood. We'll more than likely just weld a piece of metal in there, and because you know it's going to get slammed, a lot of vibration and stuff. So I could pack it full of something, but I don't think I'll do that. Those are all my suspension parts. I got those ready to go. Let's see what it is out here today. That's only 49 degrees. It's not that bad. Not like you guys up north. What happened?
Did you see Tom Duncan's email so you can answer?
No, what do you want?
He wants to know how to use MPB 500 because I'm shipping him some.
MPB 500, okay. I can do a video on that today. You know, you just want to put light coats. MPB 500 is the etch. Tom, if you're going to do the etch, you know, etch is basically for bare steel. If you're going to use, oh, good God, the cats are going crazy. If you got a bare steel situation, you know, you're going to use our epoxy primer or one of our primers other than the, we only have one primer that's compatible to go over bare steel. And I don't know if I got that can. I might have thrown it out last night. It's right here, MP42K. That's a high build direct steel with corrosion protection built into it. And this is what I've been using lately. Instead of the 550, I've just been using that. And you got a nice primer surface, and you got the corrosion protection, and it's silky smooth when it dries, and it gives you some build. That's just dirt. But yeah, the MPB 500, you want to just do thin coats. It's sort of a transparent product. You know, it doesn't have a lot of build. It's not made to fill a lot of scratch. You know, if you're going to put it down, you want to wait 30 minutes before you top coat it. And if you wait longer than 30 minutes, you just want to scuff it with a red Scotch-Brite pad before you top coat it. So, yeah, 0.8 of a mil is the thickness that they require for maximum corrosion protection. Again, it's not recommended to go over Bondo or plastic. So just on the bare metal areas, if you got any plastic, I usually just prime around the Bondo. And that should cover you on the 550. And I'll send you a data sheet with that, and it'll give you some instruction. And then I think you have a manual, and it'll also direct you on how to apply it. So if you don't have a manual, Tom, let me know, and I'll get you one out your way. Product manual with all the data sheets in it, and P sheets. And that'll fix all that stuff. Saw Greg's video this morning. Got his motor here, and he's getting antsy for it, so we might make that trip. $500 is way too much to ship this. You know, the carburetors and stuff obviously have to come off to be installed in the car, but you know, I think what we'll do is probably just put this in the Hyundai and take it up there. It cost me $300 to go to Pissers and back. So I think I can make that trip much cheaper, and you know, my time's not really worth a whole lot, Greg. So you know, it'd be good to meet you and personally deliver the motor. You know, maybe help you put it in the car. I don't know, but yeah, I'd rather bring it to you than ship it for sure. So you know, I got nothing but time, and when we get ready to do it, maybe after you know, the holidays. I don't know what your timeline is, but I'd be glad to bring it up to you. I know the winter's set in up there, so we'd have to coordinate it around the weather. You know, all I have is the Hyundai, so I wouldn't want to get stuck in a snowstorm or anything crazy. But we'll definitely get that to you, and I think unless we find somebody in the garage that's willing to put it on the back of their truck or bring it up to you, you know, I think the best way is just for me to put some gas in the Hyundai and drive it up there. And I just don't have the money at this time. Not ashamed to tell you that. Sort of broke right now. And ow, that was the parachute mount on the Beetle that hurt. So yeah, I also have an email for Yahooban. This guy was nice enough to send an email to my account because he's got my email. He's not a member of the garage. And hopefully he will be soon. His name is Mike Crowell, and this is for Yahooban. Yahooban, he said that if you use BBs on your gas tank with some diesel fuel in there, that the diesel will suspend the rust and take the rust off the tank, and that might be the way to go. He did mention those tank kits, but they're around $35, and he said you probably wouldn't want to spend that on your lawnmower. So try the BBs with some diesel fuel. It's a good idea. They probably work a lot like the nuts and the washers that you put in there. That's what I use. I just shake it real vigorously. And the gas tank was quite rusted up on this green one. I don't know if I showed you the video, but it was terrible. So we got that cleaned up. So anything's possible. I just use a little kerosene in that one. And it's the same premise, you know. Diesel fuel has oil, so it lubricates the metal as it pulls the rust off of it, and a lot of times they'll leave it pretty damn clean. So little tip there. We got to work on our Cadillac piece today, so we'll be doing that. That guy came by yesterday looking for that, and yeah, so we got that primed. We're gonna dig the other Nova fender out today, and you know, try to get it primed, try to get this hood primed on the Bronco project too. And I'm just gonna try to do it a panel at a time, you know. I'll paint that front clip off the vehicle, paint the hood, the two fenders and the two doors, and we'll go ahead and get that all bolted on, and then we'll tackle the quarter panels and the roof piece. So that'll make that job a little smaller. Got one fender done for my convertible here. Scooter supposedly has another fender at the shop for this, so that gives me all but one, I believe. I think this fender here is repairable, and we'll drag it down next, put some mud on it, get it in primer, and that'll be 3 that we can repair. This one's pretty damn pretty bent up, but I think we can make it work. I think they've all been replaced. I don't think they're original. So yeah, I'm looking to get this car out of here too. Whether it's painted or primered, I really don't care. I'm gonna put the floorboards in it, prime the tunnel, paint the tunnel, prime the rockers, and finish doing a little bit of metal work and get it where it's stable and not rusting anymore, and give it back to him until he's ready to make some decisions. So this is an Indecision Auto Body, and that would be a good name for some custom shops out there, because if you let the customer dictate the repair, you can definitely fall behind, and I've done that, and by my own choice, you know. For you know, that's what happens when you're somebody's friend, and you separate you know, getting the job done and friendship. When you don't separate those two, it can be a bad recipe for sure. You know, it's you guys seen jobs come in and out here. You know, people drop their car off, I fix it, they pick it up, and that's how it's supposed to work. You know, when people bring a car over and their expectations are so high, and they want such a perfect job that the job can't even get started, then you have a roadblock in your shop, and that's what I have here. I mean, to be perfectly honest with you, this is a free car, you know. Somebody had been working on this, got tired of it, brought it into a shop and gave it to them, you know. So me personally, you know, I would have taken this car, put a paint job on it, put a motor in it, and sold it, 100% profit. But antiquing it has done nobody any good. So, you know, I've got one less spot in my shop, and he's got one less car to sell. So hopefully we'll get this thing done, and somebody can be driving a nice convertible, because it's a damn nice car. It's a shame that these things sit in my garage like this, and cats are at it. Cats are at it. Anyway. Hey, smokers, what are you doing, boy? Are you being a bully? You guys hungry? Who's hungry? Who's hungry? I gotta feed the cats before they kill each other, and I just thought I'd pop that video up there. So touched on Greg, and touched on this email for Yahooban. Mike Crowell was the guy's name. Very nice of him to send that over to you. obviously, you know, he's like when I started, no YouTube account, so he can't comment on your video. But he took the time to send you an email, and I think that's pretty damn cool. So he's one step closer to being a member of the YouTube Garage. He's just sticking a toe in the water, I guess. But yeah, so we need more guys in the YouTube Garage for sure. You know, different outlooks on stuff, different opinions, and you know, just a different way of doing stuff, or you know, just showing us what you're doing. But it's been a cool experience for a lot of guys in the garage, and a lot of guys get the same thing from it that, you know, we all do. So I think it's pretty cool to be a part of it, and I like making the videos. Hopefully you guys don't get tired of watching them, because I make enough of them, you know. Sometimes I think that I make too many. Listen to this. Yeah, baby kitty cat. Oh, no pets. Can't pet them. All right, let me go ahead and feed these cats. We'll turn this back on. We'll get out here as soon as these lights warm up. Got to get some OSPO, so we're gonna have to take a little road trip. And yeah, we'll get some OSPO spray on that metal, and we'll go grab our fenders from the Bermuda Triangle out there where the 64 is at, and we'll get them brought around in here. And we painted those blue, so those will just need a quick sand down and a prime. We'll prime those at the same time as we prime the hood. And then I got to get the doors out of Hans's room, seam seal them, and fix all the dents that he's put in them, sitting in his bedroom. So that's where we're at. I got the transfer case in. We'll get some drive shafts out and make that drive shaft video that everybody wanted, how to build a drive shaft. And I think I have a front one that'll fit. And I'm gonna have to actually make a back one. We made one for this, and somehow had a buddy that came over and he was helping me with it, and he measured the drive shaft and cut it, and I welded it, and I thought it was a little damn short when I welded it, and it was way too short. He had measured it wrong. So we'll probably use the end off of that, the yokes, and put a new tube on it. So that's where we're at. Get some shock mounts bolted up, and I got to make some mounts for these bars here. You know, I got the mounts at the front, but I got to make mounts on the 9-inch housing. Had a corporate 14 bolt in it, and we took that out. So yeah, and then I got some shock mounts for the front there, for the steering shocks. I got to finish fabbing up and weld those to the front end housing. So that's where we're at. We're getting closer. Doesn't look like it, but we are a little bit at a time. You know, like I said, you get the pieces off the shelf and bolt them on the car, and soon enough something will happen. So I got a better chance of them being on the vehicle and running than being on the shelf, is the way I look at it. So the odds are in my favor, I guess. So all right guys, it's another beautiful day in Florida. Not a cloud in the sky. It's probably going to be in the 70s today, upper 70s, and yeah, so that's where we're at. I watched a couple videos this morning, and I'm gonna go back in there, upload this, and watch a couple more. So you guys have a great Thursday. Get out there, push the record button, and make it happen.